ولك شو عم تعمل؟
The only Muslim role models I can think of, Pocahontas, no, not Pocahontas, Jasmine, I don't know, anyone brown. Was Jasmine Muslim? I don't know.
I wish I did have Muslim role models growing up. The closest I had is when I read the American Girl dolls. I really liked Josefina because she was not black or not white like me. And that's why she was my favorite American Girl doll.
Besides my mom, I'm thinking maybe Kulthum. The late Egyptian songstress. I don't know. There certainly weren't many.
I mean, I didn't really have any Muslim role models outside of my own family. You know, those were role models. Growing up, there wasn't anybody who was brown even, who was really like kind of, well, no women really. I guess there were some other, you know, athletes and stuff.
Muhammad Ali was my Muslim role model growing up, and he was especially a role model for me because the man who, you know, floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee, had Parkinson's and shakes just like me because I have cerebral palsy and I shake all the time. And seeing this powerful, great man that so many people respected and loved, who was a loud, proud Muslim, helped me in my faith and helped me in my road to becoming a comedian.
I can't remember any in pop culture as a tween, like being like, oh, I love so-and-so. Like we just didn't have that like on film and television. So I literally can't say I had any iconic Muslim role models I could look up to in the, you know, in the American context.
The way Muslims are portrayed in the media is shit. It is binary, it is one lens, it is supporting the Islamophobic rhetoric that all Muslims are stupid and crazy and oppressed and illiterate.
I mean, I've gone to 3 callbacks in the past year and they've all asked me to wear hijab and beg for my life. So not great.
Muslims are portrayed as either terrorists or taxi drivers if they're men, and burqas or belly dancers if they're women.
Women are just portrayed as like victims, like with no voice and no real agency over who they are, and they must also talk like this or, you know, with other weird accents.
I think we are not seen as people yet, which is, I know, surprising given we had so many great wars in the last 15 years and the exposure has been wonderful.
Across the board, I think what is the same when it comes to portraying Muslim women in media is that there is no space to explore individual stories.
People don't show like Muslims like us or ones who are not like covered head to toe with just their eyes showing. Like people just don't understand. But there's a spectrum of different types of Muslims and we aren't all the same.
We've been portraying Muslims as exotic or terrorist for a very, very long time. It's gonna take a minute to undo that. We're starting to see like slightly better, like a slightly better variety of Muslims on film and television, but we're not out of the terrorist waters yet.
It's time for more voices to actually explain what diversity in this community looks like.
When am I not the token Muslim? Which is such a funny thing because no one wanted us about a decade ago and now all of a sudden we're tokenized, so it's like, is this better? It's not.
Definitely in other like spaces where people wanted to like add some diversity in, like I would be like that token Muslim person, which I'm okay with if it benefits me. Cast me for something.
I am always the token Muslim in every room I'm in, and I think it's great. I'm like, bring it, more work for me. And then hopefully it opens lots of doors in the future for lots of other people.
People will be like, look, it's Rokhsane, she's Muslim. Like, introduce me as that? Which is shitty. But yes, all the time.
My first writing job for television, my second writing job for television, my third and fourth and fifth writing jobs. Most of the stand-up I did for the first, I don't know, several years of doing stand-up. I have had a career of being a token Muslim.
In general, I'm always the token Muslim. I'm like, you know, the first Muslim author, the first Muslim speaker, the only Muslim actress. It's exhausting. I'd like there to be more of us.